Today, I'm on the hunt to find the best kids meal in Animal Kingdom. We'll be trying 10 different kids meals throughout the park, and I'll let you know which may be worth checking out. Anyone can order kids meals at quick service restaurants around Disney World, and as an adult, ordering kids meals is honestly the best way to do Disney on a budget and save some extra room in your stomach for more snacks. These kids meals are typically plenty of food for an adult, as they come with the entree, 2 sides, and a drink, and usually cost less than $10. Not only that, but most of the time they're just a bit smaller than the adult portion. So whether you have kids and want to see what options are around the parks, or you're interested in saving some cash, this video is for you. Here in Animal Kingdom, there are 6 quick service restaurants that serve kids meals. We're gonna hit all 6, starting with the Harambe Market. Here at the Harambe Market, there are 4 different kids meals you could choose from. They have 2 that are interesting and 2 that are kind of boring. The 2 that are interesting are the shrimp rice bowl, and then they also have a chicken rice bowl. And then the 2 that are kind of boring are the chicken strips and the kids peanut butter and jelly Uncrustable. I also always like to mention these side options. So here at the Harambe Market, your side options with your kids meals include applesauce, french fries, a Cuties Mandarin, or a chocolate chip cookie. As I was kind of going over things, I realized that they may have changed the kids meals up here at Harambe Market a little bit. So here for the adult meals, they serve, of course, the rice bowls as well as some pitas, but the rice bowls are a little bit more intricate, and instead of serving the rice bowls with white rice like they do with the kids meals, they serve them with a yellow jollof rice and a couple of different toppings. And I believe it used to be the same for the kids bowls, but now they've kind of dulled them down a little bit, so it's just the protein with white rice. Either way, we're gonna test them out now, see how they are, and I ordered myself the shrimp rice bowl. This here comes with peri-peri marinated shrimp and white rice, and then I got it served with applesauce and a Diet Coke for $8.99. As I sip on my first of many DCs of the day, I have to talk about how disappointed I am in the looks of this kids meal. Am I going crazy, or did this used to be a lot bigger, better looking? I don't know, but I feel like they changed this up. We'll get into the value talk of this in just a moment, but I want to talk about the taste first and the flavor. So let's just try one of these shrimp here. Now it comes with 3 decently sized, deveined shrimp, so you like to see that. They look very juicy, very seasoned. Now this might be a little adventurous for kids because it does have some peri-peri seasoning on it, so it might be a little bit spicy, but we shall see. I'll let you know. I wouldn't necessarily say it's spicy, but it has a nice little smoky, paprika-y kind of flavor. It's very flavorful, I will say. Like, they used enough seasoning, and I really think the flavor on here is good. It's seasoned very well. The shrimp are not overcooked. There's some pretty good, juicy shrimp. I think the flavor's great. The white rice, I'm losing some white rice. Oh no, I'm losing even more. The white rice is good, especially when it soaks up some of those shrimp juices. That sounds kind of gross, but it's good when it soaks up some of those like peri-peri seasonings. So flavor-wise, I like the shrimp, I like the rice. I'm still convinced this used to be just a smaller version of their adult bowl, but it's still enjoyable. It might be a little bit adventurous for kids, and like I said, they also have this in a chicken version. I'm not sure if the chicken version is a little bit bigger, but value-wise, this is an awful value. At $8.99 to only get 3 shrimp, a tiny, tiny scoop of rice, and 1 side. I know the other side is technically considered like the rice. That is just not a good deal. I mean, this is going to be one of the more expensive kids meals that we see today. And at $9 for 3 shrimp, I don't really think there's any value in that. And I mean, it didn't fill me up whatsoever. I ate that in like 2 minutes, and it's not going to fill up an adult. I don't think it would really fill up a child, whereas a lot of the kids meals that we see today are enough food to fill up an adult, or to at least somewhat fill up an adult. And this isn't going to do it, so not a great value. It has good flavor, but since they've changed it, I think it's not one that I would get again, and not really one that I would recommend, unfortunately. We are moving along to our next stop, which is going to be Pizzafari. At Pizzafari, they have 5 options for kids' meals. They have a cheese pizza, a pasta with turkey marinara sauce, a macaroni and cheese, a pepperoni pizza, and a peanut butter and jelly Uncrustable. As far as sides go, we have 3 options, and with all of these kids' meals, you get to choose 2. We have bug-shaped graham crackers, which are super slept on. I absolutely love these. They also have a Cuties mandarin and carrot sticks. And for my kids' meal here, I decided to go with the pasta with turkey marinara sauce served with a Cuties and the bug-shaped graham crackers, as well as a water for $7.29. If you've been around for a bit, you may remember this pasta here made my worst foods I ate in 2023 or 2024 list. One of them, I cannot remember, but I figured it was time for a little redemption run because I've had all of the other kids' meals that they serve here so many times, and there's really nothing else unique on this menu. I mean, they of course have the classic kids' meal cardboard pizzas in regular cheese or pepperoni, which are never that great. You could also just get the classic kids meal quick service mac and cheese, which I must admit slaps at times. But the pasta with turkey marinara is really the only thing that is like somewhat, I guess, unique to Pizzafari. And my main issue with it last time is that there was just a puddle of water on the bottom, and upon picking up this bowl, I can tell you that the exact same thing is happening this time around. And also, like, doesn't it just look like dog food on top? I don't know, it doesn't look great. Also, I have to say this pasta deceived me a little because in the photo on the menu when I went to mobile order it, it showed that they put cheese and there was like melted cheese on top. I'm showing the photo right here, but I thought, since I saw this photo, I was like, maybe they changed it up a little bit so it looks a little bit better. But there is, in fact, no melted cheese on top of this pasta. So we'll dig in and see how it is. And upon digging in, guys, I am even more nervous than I was when I was just looking at this pasta. We've got some cavatappi noodles here. Some of the sauce on top. Ooh, this does not look great, but maybe it tastes better than it looks. I hope so. Okay, it's not the flavor of the sauce that's bad. I do see some fresh chunks of onion in here, and the tomato flavor, it's all right. My issue, I believe, is the texture. It tastes like they took the ground turkey, put it in a blender, and blended it with the onions and tomatoes. Like, it's just not like chunky ground turkey like it should be. It literally tastes like blended turkey meat. It's watery. There's not enough of the sauce. I don't know why I keep eating it. I guess it's because I'm still hungry because the shrimp bowl didn't fill me up from before, but man, we are off to a rough start. The first 2 kids' meals just have not tasted, well, the first one tasted good, but they just overall in general haven't been great like they usually are. So rough start. This one, the taste is not there at all. And again, I wouldn't even say it's the taste would be there for like a child. I guess if a child wants pasta with sauce, but like even for a child, I'd say this is quite off. But like I said, I know my little bug graham crackers, they won't let me down. This is arguably the best part of getting a kids meal here at Pizzafari. I think they also have these at like Flame Tree Barbecue and a couple other places. So let's talk value. This meal here cost me $7.29 for the bowl of pasta, the 2 sides, and the bottle of water here. It's an okay bowl of pasta. Like, I feel like the serving of pasta is definitely a decent portion, although the flavor is not good. And you get the 2 sides with it as well as the drink. So I don't think it's an awful portion. It's not great. We'll definitely come across some that are better, but the value's not awful. I think it's a little bit better than the shrimp bowl for sure, but again, definitely not one that I would recommend or get again. Since we've had such bad luck with our first 2 kids meals, let's head to a restaurant that I know is going to serve us up some killer kids meals. Of course, I'm talking about Satuli Canteen. Satuli Canteen is of course located in Pandora and is my favorite quick service restaurant in the park and possibly in all of Disney World. They are serving up some really interesting, delicious, fresh food here, including Satuli bowls and the classic cheeseburger steamed pods. And they honestly carry over these interesting style meals into the kids meals here as well, which I really appreciate. There are 5 different kids meals to choose from. First up, we have a chopped wood grilled chicken bowl. There's also a chili spiced crispy fried tofu bowl. We have the classic cheeseburger steamed pods, the telu, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, all beef hot dog wrapped in dough, and the cheese quesadilla. All kids meals here of course come with 2 sides. You could choose from vegetable chips or cuties. And clearly, I like the kids meals here so much. Not only do I like them so much, they have the most interesting kids meals here out of all of the park. So I decided to go all out, and I got 4 different kids meals. We've got the cheeseburger steamed bao bun here. We've got the cheese quesadilla. We've got the kids chicken bowl, and we've got the kids hot dog. So we've got 4 different kids meals here from Satuli Canteen to try. Now, since we are here at Satuli, I figured we'd just start with what this restaurant is most known for, and that is the Satuli bowl. So I decided to get the chicken bowl. We'll start with this. This is the chopped wood grilled chicken bowl. It has wood grilled chicken served atop rice and beans, and then it's topped with crunchy vegetable slaw for $8.79. Now, if you didn't want rice and beans, you can also get the chicken served on top of a romaine and kale salad. And also, if you didn't want the slaw, you are able to customize it to take that off. Now, this is the only kids meal at Satuli Canteen that doesn't come with 2 sides. It just comes with the bowl, the chicken bowl, as well as a drink. And pretty much the only difference from getting the adult bowl and the kids bowl, other than the obvious slight difference in size, is that they don't give you the option on the app to order the dressings. Usually when you get the adult bowl, you get to choose a sauce to put on top. You could choose like a creamy herb sauce, a black bean vinaigrette, or a charred green onion vinaigrette. So you kind of don't get to put them on top, but you can just ask the cast members when you go to pick up your mobile order for a side of the dressings. And what I always do is ask for a side of the black bean vinaigrette and a side of the charred green onion sauce. And I like to mix them both together and pour them both on top of my bowl. I like the flavor of both of them mixed together. Get all the flavors incorporated together. Perfect bite. This right here is one of my favorite kids meals to get across all of property. It's simple, yet so delicious, and you could elevate it if you get the sauces on the side. I mean, it's a simple, yet delicious and juicy grilled chicken. You could taste the fresh grill, and they are grilling this chicken up fresh right in the restaurant. They have a grill there that you could see them cooking on. You got the rice and beans, and this is a good portion. Like, this is filling and it's flavorful. It's seasoned well. And like I said, if you add those dressings on top, it just adds even more flavor. Guys, I gotta be honest, I get the kids meals here at Satuli Canteen more than I get the adult meals. I can't even tell you the last time I ordered an adult meal here at Satuli Canteen. And this kids chicken Satuli bowl is my go-to order. This is probably my most ordered food in all of Animal Kingdom, the kids chicken Satuli bowl. So good. And not only is it delicious, I think this portion is just perfect. It's just filling enough to, like I said in the beginning, so you can still snack around the park. You know, Animal Kingdom has such great food to where you're gonna wanna snack around as an adult. You're gonna wanna try more of the foods around the park. So this is just a great lunch portion to where it's going to fill you up just enough, but you're still going to be able to snack around. And for kids, I feel like this is the perfect portion as well. This is a great value, great flavor, one of the best kids meals in the park, hands down. Moving on to what is probably my second favorite kids meal from here at Satuli, the Telu all-beef hot dog wrapped in dough. This is a hot dog wrapped in a Parker House dough, served with vegetable chips and a Cuties Mandarin, and of course served with a drink for $7.59. Now you guys know how much I love a hot dog, and I'm gonna go as far as saying this is probably the best hot dog on Disney property, and it's coming from a kids meal here in Animal Kingdom for under $8. It's that good. And of course what really sets it apart is the dough that it's wrapped in. I mean, it's just a regular hot dog, but the dough here is just so unique and so different, and it's kind of like coated in like this sweet, almost like glaze. The dough is soft on its own, and look at that. It's just cooked to a crisp perfection, and it's just a little bit sweet on the top there, so it pairs perfectly. I'm telling you guys, if you have not tried this, it is amazing. Like I said, that dough is soft, it's sweet, it's like a honey glazed dough. It's different. Like, you know, you could get so many hot dogs on property, but they're just a dog in a regular store-bought bun. This is different, and it's a kid's meal nonetheless. I always get a little mustard drizzle on top. This is the perfect bite here. I feel like they could have an adult version of this and do like a jalapeno cheddar brat wrapped in this dough or something, and it would just be even better. But as it is, this is another one of the better kids meals on Disney property. I really think this hot dog and that Satuli bowl are two of the top kids meals. Both of them are fantastic, and I also love these chips that they serve on the side with all of the kids meals here at Satuli. They're like seasoned really well. They have almost like a Cajun style seasoning on them, and the blue ones here are even better. We've got a big portion of chips, we've got a cutie, and we've got a whole hot dog as well as a drink. Another great tasting, great value kids meal here at Satuli. And up third, we have the classic, the cheeseburger steamed pod kids meal. This comes with one cheeseburger pod stuffed with ground beef, ketchup, mustard, pickle, and cheddar, and then it's served with vegetable chips and a cutie and a drink for $8.59. It's got to be between the Satuli bowls and the cheeseburger pods here as the two more popular things on the menu. Now, this meal is very similar to the adult meal, except the only real difference is that you get one more cheeseburger pod if you order the adult meal, and it doesn't come with a drink. So if you ask me again, ordering the kids meal is the way to go if you're going to get the cheeseburger pods. No matter how many times I have these cheeseburger pods, I'm just amazed by how much it truly tastes like a McDouble. And if you're wondering if you could taste like the pickle, the onion, the ketchup, and the mustard in there, yes, you can. So if you don't like pickles, there is a chance that you may not like this. I think what I really like about this, other than the fact that you can really taste all those ingredients in here, is how soft that bun truly is. Like, it's so soft and fluffy, and I feel like it just pairs so well. I wish there was maybe like a little bit more cheesiness in here, but truly another thing that is like so unique and so unique to Pandora. And I love that they have a kids meal variety of this, because they could have just, you know, thrown in the towel and just thrown a cheeseburger on the menu, but they went the extra mile and they actually have the cheeseburger pods in the kids menu, and I love it. These are so good, again, so unique, and I think it's a decent value as well. I think the other things might be like the bowl and the hot dog might be like a better value, a little bit more filling for an adult. I feel like this is probably filling enough for a kid, but if we're talking like adult wise for a kids meal, I feel like the other two might be a little bit more filling for an adult. But again, this is a good like snacky food. You know, like this is a perfect little snack here, and it's a good way to try the cheeseburger pods without doing the full meal. So I still think it's a decent value, and of course the flavor is great. For our final Satuli kids meal, we have the cheese quesadilla. This has cheddar and mozzarella in a tortilla served with vegetable chips and a cutie with a drink for $7.29. Now, I personally wish they did give the option to like add chicken into this for like another $1 or $2, because I feel like the chicken that you get in the bowl, like that grilled chicken in this quesadilla, would be really good. But they do give you two quesadillas. Like, we have the two tortillas there, I don't know if you can see. Can you see the 2 tortillas? 2 quesadillas. And they're decently sized quesadillas too. Like, I feel like if you have kids, like smaller kids, like they could honestly like split this, because if you have smaller kids, like I feel like they will not be able to eat both of these quesadillas here. They'll probably only be able to eat one. If you have bigger kids, obviously they'll probably be able to eat both, but like smaller kids, they could split this kid's meal, honestly. Like it's crazy that they give you 2. I'm honestly quite surprised. I haven't had this in quite some time though. It's been sitting out for a while, so I'm not really expecting much of a cheese pull in there, but we've got 2 different types of cheeses. What they say, cheddar and mozzarella? I just read it and I already forget. Let's try it. I mean, it's cheese in a tortilla. How bad can that be? And again, it's not something like super adventurous or anything, but it's something different than the typical Disney kids meals. Like, I know in the grand scheme of things, it is basic, but there aren't many places at Disney World where you can just get a quesadilla or a kid's quesadilla at that. So it's different than just like a grilled cheese and stuff. So I like that they have this on the menu. And again, they're giving you 2. So I feel like this is, again, a good value. Satuli just kills it with the kids meals here. And I wanted to come here while I was still hungry because I really love the kids meals. I wanted to eat as much of them as I possibly can here. But seriously, the kids meals at Satuli are the way to go. If you're coming here, I would say don't even bother with the adult meals. If you are an adult, go the kids meal route. They are so good. You know what I just realized? All these kids meals from here at Satuli are cheaper than the Harambe Market shrimp bowl kids meal. Tell me how that makes sense. You get so much more food here. Well, from the best to potentially the worst quick service restaurant here in the park, we are heading to Restaurantosaurus for our next stop. Here they have 4 kids meal options. They have an Impossible Burger, a cheeseburger, chicken strips, and macaroni and cheese. So we are back to the basics here, folks. Side options are going to include a cuties, applesauce, or french fries. When I came here a couple of months ago and ate everything on the menu, I tried the regular burger and I was not a fan. And of course, I've had Disney chicken tenders and Disney mac and cheese 100 times. And believe it or not, I liked the Impossible Burger better than the regular burger. So I decided to get the Kids Impossible Burger. I got this with applesauce and a water for $10.79. I don't know how this burger here is more expensive than any other kids burger at a quick service restaurant across property, but it is. In fact, all of the kids meals here are more expensive than the same thing across property. I don't know why that is. I thought it was because they serve them in like sand pails, or at least I guess they used to, because they are clearly not anymore. But almost $11 for this here burger, it's not making much sense to me. I mean, obviously the fries are good and we've got a good portion of them. And I do love a good go-go squeeze, but this burger ain't looking too hot. I mean, this patty is quite gray. But like I said, I liked the Impossible Burger here last time a lot more than the regular burger. So we'll see how the Kids Impossible Burger is. It just comes plain. Patty and bun. It's definitely not great, okay? This thunder is crazy. But I do think the Kids Impossible Burgers are better than the regular kids burgers. They're just like juicier. And they have more flavor. I always find the kids quick service burgers to be so dry and just hockey puck like. And although this one does not look good, and it looks dry and hockey puck like and questionable, it does not taste that way. Like, the patty itself, it tastes okay. Obviously, like, Disney fry. I can't believe this is my first fry of the day. That's kind of crazy. I have a feeling it won't be my last, because we still have 2 more stops. But obviously the fries are good. Like I said, I love a good go-go squeeze, so there's that. I gotta say, value for this, about $11. It ain't good, so I would not get this again. But it's just not as bad as it looks. That's where I'll leave it at. I wouldn't get it again, though. All right, we are making our way towards Asia to hit up Yak and Yeti local food cafes for our next stop. They do have 3 kids meals here, and I am kind of disappointed in the options. The 3 options are a cheeseburger, chicken strips, or an Uncrustable. And given that Yak and Yeti is an Asian restaurant, I would have expected a lot more. Maybe like a kid's sweet and sour chicken meal. They have so many different like Asian chicken meals on this menu. I don't see why they could not have done a kid's version of them. And instead we just have 3 super boring options. Really disappointed in this, honestly. Not only that, but again, they are all really expensive. Like $10 for a burger, $10 for chicken strips, and I think the most criminal thing is $9 for an Uncrustable. That's kind of crazy if you ask me. And again, another disappointing thing is that there are no side options. You're just given fruit and a chocolate chip cookie. So we've got apple slices and a chocolate chip cookie that looks like Play-Doh here. And then of course it comes with a drink. If you can tell, I went with the cheeseburger here. It came wrapped in this tinfoil packet, and it doesn't look great. I got it with the cookies and the fresh fruit because those were my only options, and a Diet Coke for $9.99. And if I'm being honest, this burger here looks worse than the Impossible Burger that I just got. I mean, like, look at the bottom of this burger. It looks dry as all heck, and the top bun is like glued to this bun. I cannot even take this off. It is like glued together. Oh, there we finally go. Like this does not look hot, and this bun on the bottom is hard too. I'm not looking forward to this at all, but let's do it. I don't know, does that look like chicken to you or beef? Because to me, that looks like chicken. Why is it so light? I mean, I am not even kidding you. This has got to be one of the worst burgers I have ever eaten in my life. This is... Yak and Yeti is a third-party restaurant, so they're not serving up like the same food sometimes as the Disney restaurants. This is a third-party quick-service restaurant. This is not the same patty that they have at the Disney-owned quick-service restaurants. It is somehow worse. This is really, really bad, guys. I think this might be worse than the kids' pasta we had earlier at Pizzafari. Oh my gosh. Like, it doesn't even taste like beef. Like... Something ain't right there. And that was $10. Oh man, at least we got some apple slices. These can't be screwed up because they're in a bag. This is super shocking because the food at Yak and Yeti inside, amazing. It is one of my favorite restaurants at Disney World. So I don't know what's going on here with the kids' meals, but Yak and Yeti needs to step up their kids' meals because this is not really acceptable. I could not recommend this to anyone. I don't even know what child would like this, but this burger ain't right. Not to mention, it is not a good value at all at $10. Again, the kids' meals at Satuli Canteen for way higher quality food, way better food, better on all levels. It was cheaper. So I don't know what's going on here, but this is not good. Put some honey chicken or some sweet and sour chicken kids meals on the menu. I don't know how that's not a thing already, but as it stands, I would not come back here for a kids meal. We have got one final stop on our kids meal journey here in Animal Kingdom, Flame Tree Barbecue. They have 4 kids meals here at Flame Tree. They have a baked chicken drumstick, a pulled pork platter, an all beef hot dog, as well as, you guessed it, an Uncrustable. And somehow this Uncrustable is course, significantly cheaper than the Uncrustable option at Yak Yeti. Our side options are, again, those delicious bug-shaped graham crackers, a cutie, or applesauce. So not great side options. All right, we are closing it out with two final kids meals here from Flame Tree. We've got the kids drumstick as well as the kids pork platter. We're going to start with this. The pulled pork platter cost me $7.49, and of course it came with two sides. I got the applesauce, and you guys know I got those cinnamon bug bite crackers. Now I think this is like a really decent option. I really like the pulled pork from Flame Tree Barbecue. It's a unsauced pulled pork, but that is what I personally prefer. Now they do have barbecue sauce around if you like barbecue sauce on your pulled pork. I like it dry personally. That's just what I prefer, but if you want a barbecue, you can of course add it. But this is a good, like, hefty serving in a cup here. Like, this is quite a bit of pulled pork, and I like the pulled pork here. I think it's tender, I think it's juicy, and I think it has enough flavor on its own. Like, I don't think you need to add barbecue sauce. And it's just starting to rain here, so I hope I could finish before the rain, but I think this is a great serving, and I think the pork from here at Flame Tree is really good. I think where my issue lies with not only this kids meal, with all of the kids meals at Flame Tree, is the sides. Now, if you could get even just fries with this, I think this would be a great kids meal. The fact that they only had like the prepackaged like applesauce and graham crackers, I think that just like shoots the value down quite a bit. If they had fries, of course, if they had like mac and cheese that you could get, even if they like just had like classic barbecue kind of sides, like, you know, like slaw, I said mac and cheese, I don't know, if they had some type of barbecue style sides that you could get on the side with this, it would just increase the value a lot more. As it is, I don't think the value is great just because of the side options. I think they need to up the sides. And for our final kids meal of the day, we have the baked chicken drumstick. Of course, just like the pork, this comes with a drink and two sides, and I got, again, applesauce and graham crackers. I'm gonna take all these graham crackers and all these Go-Go Squeezes home. My roommates are gonna be like, where did all these Go-Go Squeeze applesauces come from when they see them in the fridge? But similar to the pulled pork, I like the smoked chicken here from Flame Tree. So although this seems like really gummy, like the skin doesn't seem as cooked just from picking this up. So we'll see how this is here. Skin's a bit gummy for sure, but the seasoning and that like smoky paprika-y kind of seasoning is really good. It has a great smoke flavor, and the chicken itself is really quite juicy. I feel like this might be a little bit too smoky. This has more spice than those peri-peri shrimp, if I'm being quite honest, from earlier in the day. This might be a little too seasoned for children, honestly, but for adults, it has quite a great flavor. Same issue though. If this was served with even just fries, this would be a great value and a kids meal that I would get again. The issue is just the side options. They're not great. So that's unfortunate because I feel like these are two different unique kids meals that you can't really get at many of the other quick service restaurants. Two different unique kids meals that taste great, but the value just isn't there for me, so I'm not sure if I would get them again. Well, that is gonna do it for kids meals here in Animal Kingdom. I must admit, not the best showing for the park. The park that has my favorite food, which is quite shocking because, like I said, a lot of the other food here in Animal Kingdom is quite delicious, but the kids meals, they could use some improvements. Hands down, the best kids meals of the day are coming from, you guessed it, Satuli Canteen. I really do think if you're an adult looking for kids meals in the park, that might be like the only place I think is really worth checking out in terms of taste, in terms of value. All the other spots just, they didn't really hit like some of the other parks. I think a lot of the other parks have better kids meals, honestly. Quite shocking. I'm really surprised. I mean, I genuinely don't think I would get a kids meal from any restaurant again, other than Satuli Canteen, and I think a lot of the reason is because of the side options. The side options at a lot of these restaurants just wasn't too hot. So yeah, I hope this video helps you guys plan your Disney trip, whether you yourself are looking to get kids meals in the parks or you're looking to plan what you're gonna get for your kids when you come to the parks. This is the final park that I am covering in this series. We've already done Epcot, Hollywood Studios, Magic Kingdom, and now Animal Kingdom. The only place we have left to do is Disney Springs. So if you're looking to see the kids meals in any of the other parks, head to my profile. I've done them all at this point, except Disney Springs, so we'll have to do that soon. But it is turning out to be quite the rainy day here in Animal Kingdom, so I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Thank you to everyone over on Patreon for your support. I appreciate you, as always. If you don't already and you enjoy honest Disney food reviews, I am always gonna give them to you, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.